I'm super excited for this, and I'll show you why. I went to set up my controller before the stream just to make sure. And first of all, I see options for quick time event option A, B, and C. That means like shit's gonna jump out at me and try to kill me that I'm gonna have to react to. Which a lot of people hate quick time events, but actually I feel like with a game like this, it can only add to it because it was a fairly minimalistic game anyway. There's a flashlight toggle and switch characters. So I wonder if the characters have different skills and abilities. And also we have a flashlight now. And there's a run button. That's cool. And I'm not sure what the difference between move vertical is and move left, right, up, down. Oh, perhaps that's Oh, it's move vertical and horizontal. Maybe there's like 2D sections? Or like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. There are so many name tags. Wow. Here's how many times I'm pressing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18 times. It's 18 pages, I think. Hey, well, how's it going? How's the world treating you? There are 10 chapters in this game? Oh, shit. Yikes. There are 10 chapters. I'm gonna put all this stuff in because I just like learned a whole bunch about the game. Not like a ton, but like, yay, 10 chapters. Who cares? What has that really taught me? But awesome. Ugh. Ouch. Slept funny on my neck last night. Now it hurts a little bit. Hurts at least stiff. Ugh. Gallery, Cursed, EVP, Soulful Testimonies, Encyclopedia. Cool. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. Alright. Hey, well, I waste a lot of time just sitting here at the beginning of the streams and just babbling about stuff. So let's go ahead and hop right in. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my Jrhalloween 2 extended marathon. It's still October 31st for everybody, right? Like when the time changed, it changed back to October 31st. Because it still is for me. Welcome to Corpse Party Blood Drive. This is the finale of the Kisaragi Academy students' story, I believe. 10 chapters strong and apparently much more in the way of gameplay than the first, than either of its predecessors. I'm super excited about this game. We skipped the Sweet Sachiko one because I don't want to stream another visual novel, and nobody else wants to watch me stream another visual novel. So, oh yeah, you were telling me about that like a little while back, like a week or two ago. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad it finally made it there. You know, a month later. Huh. So cool. Let's jump in to Chapter 0 of Corpse Party Blood Drive. Here we go. Blood Drive, Chapter 0, A Faint Light. Oh, what's up, Teambo? Yeah, you're just in time for it to all make sense. Oh, this is right where we left off. Wow, that scream. It had been 2 months since the Book of Shadows incident. I'd been critically wounded by the blowback from the sorcery I had involved myself with, but Nakashima was there to carry me out from the crumbling Shinozaki estate. Okay, so it looks like we're Ayumi right now. The two of us were picked up on the side of the old mountain road and rushed to a hospital where I was restored to stable condition. The grimoire responsible for so much of the horror everyone had been put through, the Book of Shadows, was buried in the rubble of the estate when its roof collapsed. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this is kind of like that PS Vita 3DS cartoony, like, chibi style. Which is actually, like, way more detailed than the first game was. Look at that. I don't know if it would have been a happy ending, but it would have been an ending for sure. And it wouldn't have landed them more in the middle of this bad stuff. Are they trying to do it on purpose? Yeah, they're already doing it. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I thought they said that the school was making a new one. But I guess Sachiko herself might have moved on? Morisuke, Mayu, and Seiko. And Yui Sensei. Ooh, this music's nice and creepy. And this was the first scene from Book of Shadows. Why did I get so much louder? Wouldn't be a course part game without shitty sound mixing. Ayumi's speaking right now. I know you can't hear her, but she is saying words. We may have been the lucky ones to survive, but for us, these past 2 months have been hell on earth. Hey! Whoops. Huh? Oh. Ew, why is Yuka here? Why is Yuka here? Please don't be here.
そこから分かり合えるのはこの5人だけ。存在の消えた4人のことを共有できるから。
おかえり。退院おめでとう。
Yeah, kinda. God, I wish I could change the sound mixing. It's so bad. Like, I have to do it myself, but I can't open the pause menu yet. Everybody's models look really good, though. Like, this is... Oh, I can. Thank God. Okay. So the music is... No, not the system volume. System volume was fine. That's not what I wanted. I guess I'll turn the music down to about here then. Which means actually I'll drop everything else down proportionally too. This is so annoying. There. That should be good. Oh, I get it. I can kind of move freely with the stick. Oh, that's what the point was. I mean, they are a little, like, indie games, so I get it from a certain extent. These are totally different, though. This is, like, a nice little looking, like, chibi 3DS art style.
おかえり、委員長。
中島さん。
おお、篠崎。やっと出てきたか。
菱沼くん。
篠崎、おかえり。
ありがとう。
The girls at least are in like winter jackets now. The guys' uniforms haven't changed, I don't think. Aww, he came to check on her. That's sweet, actually.
いや、別に。
Do they say different things?
大丈夫？
あ、俺にはユカもいるし。
Yeah, she's a real help in situations like these.
元気出せって言っても難しい。
How much did they say?
みんなついてっからな。みんなついてっからな。みんなついてっから。
Okay.
篠崎。
That'll still be fine. Yuka, I can't hear you. To each their own, though. I've played enough 3DS games that I'm not really bothered by this art style at all at this point. This is what Pokemon used to look like. This was X and Y in a nutshell. Alright, it's still not enough. Let's try that. I'm pleased by how fast I can actually move. I get tired? Oh. Oh, that's not good. How long can I run for? Oh, so you can't even keep walking and get your stamina back if you're tired. You have to, like, actually stop in place. No, but my point is more, I'm not affected by this art style anymore. It just kind of is an art style. I don't know, I feel like that'd be similar to criticizing Luigi's Mansion 3 for calling itself, not a horror game, but like a spooky game, even though it's like a cartoony, goofy Mario-style game. Like, they both kind of work. It's just a different feel.
私はまだ知らなかった。
Oh boy, what didn't you know?
天神症のあった多重閉鎖空間どころではない現実のこの世界に。
え
幸せのサーチ
え
みんなおまじない好きだよね。またなんか新しいの仕入れなきゃ。ママ、今日は早番だといいな。お腹空いちゃった。ママ。
Oh, she gonna die. I'm actually a little pleased by the fact that the subtitle scrolling is lining up almost exactly with the timing of what they're saying. That's actually some nice attention to detail. Door. Oh! Oh! Who the hell are you?
拡大しつつあったことに。
Who was that? That wasn't Sachiko. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll still tell its story and be good. Ooh. Oh, okay, alright. Why did Naomi have an eye patch? Hey, what's up, Al? How you doing? She was new. We don't know who she is yet. Or her. Oh. Sachiko. Oh, we just went 100% anime. Alright.
変死事件がまた起こりました。死亡した中学生の佐久間理恵さんは
大丈夫だった？
背骨が折れた状態で発見されており。
Oh, yikes. Well, this is interesting already. Super tired, but today was such a good day. Oh, I'm glad. What made it so great, if you feel like answering?
まったく転んだ拍子に落ちていた刃物でああも大怪我するなんて一体何をしていたのあゆみ。
That was a nice lie.
日の絵みたいにまた幽霊がどうのとかオカルトまがいなことをしてるんじゃないでしょうね。ほっといてよ。
I'm doing well too. I'm very curious what this is about to be, but overall, not bad. Need to sleep a little earlier. Oh, good. I'm glad, Al. That's awesome.
もういつものこととはいえ、日の絵もどこへ行っているのやら。うちの娘たちは親に心配ばかりかけて。
Whoa.
忌まわしい記憶。
A massive earthquake rippled through the basement of the Shinozaki estate, leaving it teetering on the edge of collapse. Worse still, the whole place was in flames. Hinoe's mangled form appeared as if shimmering in the fire's light, red glinting off of red around the edges of the blades that were rapidly slicing her flesh. Sluicing? Is that a... Okay, I'm sure it's a word. I've just never heard it. They danced around and... They danced around and through her almost whimsically, prompting unnatural gyrations throughout her body without ever letting her so much as touch the ground. Grabbed onto Hinoe's body in a vain attempt to pull her to safety. But Hinoe used what little strength she had left to push me back.
あゆみちゃん、生きるのよ。お姉ちゃんはいつもあなたの心の中にいますよ。
I could distinctly hear these words in the back of my head, spoken in a soft, soothing voice. Oh, we're picking up, like, right here. It was short-lived, however, as the ceiling suddenly became webbed with cracks and fissures, and a massive beam fell from above, crushing her upper body entirely. Yikes. Oh, is it really your favorite genre, Al? That's awesome. Teambo, I think they don't know she died. I think they just haven't been told at this point. What's up, Elena? Welcome back. How are you? Yeah, this is the beginning of the third game now. With this, I shot to my feet and began running in circles, screaming uncontrollably. I would have run right into the rapidly spreading fire if Naomi hadn't caught me. My hands and feet were covered in red bruises and cuts from the swarm of blades that my spell had summoned. Naomi was bleeding as well, but nowhere near as badly.
ダメ、委員長、逃げるのよ。離してよ。離して。
失われたみんなの存在を取り戻すため、篠崎幸子と天神症の呪い、その根源を追う私と中島さんの前に。
Tired but okay? Well, I'm sorry you're tired. How's life going? How's the job hunt and all that?
取り壊され、この世に存在しないはずの篠崎義恵と幸子の成果が現れた。その地下にあった古代の本、ブック・オブ・シャドウズで黒魔術を試した私は。
I wouldn't discount all the nice tension that we got in the last game. Even with just still images on a screen, 3 of those chapters gave great thriller horror atmospheres. Still trying to get responses? I'm sorry, Elena. Hang in there. I hope you'll hear back soon.
夢かうつつかもわからない。恐ろしい事態に襲われて、 瀕死の重傷を負ってしまったのだ。どうしてあの場所が分かったのかは知れないけれど、飛び込んできたお姉ちゃんが私をかばって、結局私は何もできず、ただ犠牲を増やしただけだった。
Ivy, what the hell are you doing?
死んじゃえばよかったのに。
Jesus.
私なんか、みんな私の犠牲者じゃない。
Oh, she blames herself for the first game too.
私なんか。
いいぞ、死ね。死ね。死ね。なんだよ、やめるなよ。そのまま死ねよ。
Who the hell is this anime looking dude? Like the most hardcore anime looking dude we've seen so far. With one shoe on my desk and sporting a rare open-mouthed version of a shit-eating grin, a boy wearing a black parka was just somehow there in my room without any explanation.
死んでくやつが俺の名前なんて興味ねえだろ。嘘ばっかだな、お前の反応。それが嘘だろって言ってんだよ。
Who the hell is this dude?
本心はどこだ、クソ女。殺したいんじゃなくて助けたいんだろ。苦しんでるてめえをよ。八つ当たりしてねえで動けや、甘ったれ。
That's a liberal translation.
誰も助けちゃくれねえぞ。
誰よ。何なのよ。何しに来たのよ。
誰でもねえさ。嘘ついたまま本当に終わっちまっちゃつまんねえぞ。
Huh? Without a word, he motioned for me to put my hand out and unceremoniously plopped a piece of 10-yen gum into it. The boy smiled with a cold yet oddly kind expression, then finally took his leave by jumping out the window. So, what the hell are you? Where did you come from? Yeah, he did kind of fly. He didn't really jump. All I could do was stand there and sob.
確か篠崎の家はこっちだったよな。変わった格好のやつだな。
天神症も崩壊し消え去った今、罪滅ぼしに私に何ができるのだろ
う。はい、お疲れ様。
Yeah, she's kind of coming unglued.
おう、サトシ。お前今日弁当だよな。屋上で食おうぜ。
ああ、そうだな。今日は天気も良さそうだし、行くか。おお、すごい空だな。雲が全然ない。
I'm comparing it all to the first game, but it's stunning how much better this game looks in its later iterations, like the whole universe. It goes from like 16-bit like Super Nintendo looking thing to just literally a straight visual novel to like actually having some like fair amount of detail in its backgrounds now. That's a pretty nice little indie success story. I like it.
秋晴れだな。
この辺で食べよう。しかしなんか妙に軽いな弁当箱。
He even had a facial expression this time. Look at that. That's a nice little touch.
よしき、今日はなんだ？
時間あったから揚げ物にした。
相変わらず何でも作れるなお前は。俺んちは昨日の残り物とかだよ。多分。
You know, now that I think about it, we really haven't seen Satoshi and Yoshiki interact very much, even though they're supposedly best friends. Like, they just haven't had that moment in the universe yet that we've
いいじゃ
seen.
ねえかよ。この幸せもんが。
そうなのか？
For bread or something.
母さん。
Yeah, it was a little overdramatic for that moment, but it was kind of funny.
あら、こんなところでご飯なの？今日は晴れてるし、一層美味しく食べられそうね。
I heard this voice yesterday, and it's not from this.
Who
the hell are you?
確か庭クオン先生。
Niwa Kuon Sensei. Who is
だっけ？
Are you the one who wound up here after Yui Sensei was gone? Yep, she's the new one. This was our class's TA, Niwa Kuon. Niwa Sensei, then, probably. She was an English teacher with white hair, blue eyes, and a soft, delicate voice.
クラスメートの話によると、俺たちが天神小学校から戻ったあの日から、ちょうど半年前にこの学校に赴任してきた先生らしいが、俺たちにその記憶はない。
The altering of reality.
俺たちのいた世界では、ゆい先生という別の先生がその立ち位置だったんだ。だからこのクオン先生には悪いけど、天神小学校から生還した俺たちはみんなこの事実に違和感を感じていた。
サトシ君、ご飯がないの？
Who are you? I know your voice. I'm not gonna get it right now.
何が食べたい？好きな食べ物は？
Her hair is intense. I just realized that like wild braided ponytail thing she's got going on.
カツ丼？なんだろうあの先生。
からかわれたんだよ。
Guess I'll go buy some bread or something at the cafeteria. Okay, but you should probably hurry it up. I mean, lunch has already started, so I doubt they'll have a whole lot left at this point. Oh crap, you're right. Okay, wait here, I'll be right back. Hold the run button while moving to sprint. Sprinting gradually drains your stamina, and if you run out completely, you won't be able to move again for a short time. Your stamina will recover when you're not sprinting, however, so be sure to slow down every now and again. Do I get to see that? Huh? What's up? I got lunch, so I'm good. I'm gonna start eating and enjoy the nice weather while you go run and buy yourself some bread. You don't get a move on, they'll be out of bread for sure. Huh? I didn't make it. I thought I was gonna get to run through the school.
仕方ねえな。俺のエビフライ一本やるよ。うれ。
My eyes shone upon meeting those of the magnificent golden fried shrimp. Yeah, why is that one part of her hair so much longer than the rest? Yeah, that is a fair point. She took inspiration on Zen from... What is MML?
本当か？悪いな。
Okay. This is normal. This is totally normal. What the fuck?
持田聡様ですね。
What is happening?
俺？はい、そうですけど。
お食事をお持ちいたしました。
Oh, this is Niwa Sensei, isn't it?
え？
What the The man in black handed over a lacquer box containing pork cutlet. Katsudon is what he said. On rice with egg. Picture perfect in every way. It was my favorite meal down to the last detail. Mystic Messenger is an Otame game. It's one dude that has about the same hair as that girl. Okay. It's a great face, Yoshiki. Yoshiki, utterly dumbfounded, loosened his grip on the fried shrimp he was holding. It plummeted to the ground, defeated by this new contender. Do we call her Kuon Sensei, just like we were calling the other one Yui Sensei? Who the hell are you? Weren't you the girl that killed the one girl at the beginning? You look like it. The classroom glowed with the golden hue of twilight, but my gaze was fixed at the floor. It must have been obvious to Nakashima that I had a lot on my mind. She asked this as she sat down at the desk in front of me, facing backwards. She was trying to comfort me. But she had dark circles under her eyes, too. She and I must have looked very similar to one another from an outside perspective. My left hand was still wrapped in bandages. It throbbed incessantly, reminding me of the previous night's events. I ignored it as best I could and forced an empty smile. I couldn't bring myself to answer that. I just flashed another smile, a confusing one that must have looked very strange to her, and left the classroom. Chapter 0. Chapter 0 is probably all going to be set up in prologue. Just so we're all prepared.
Naomi, どうしたんだ？
委員長、なんだか思い詰めてるみたい。私たちでフォローしてあげた方がいいかも。
お前もだよ、ナオミ。無理していないか？
大丈夫。辛いのは私だけじゃないし、私一人甘えてられないもの。
Nami's really a very good person. Satoshi too. It's nice to see him without Yuka attached to him like a backpack.
委員長、変な気起こさなきゃいいけど。
What, you mean like trying to summon Mayu from the dead with an evil tome? I don't think she could get much worse off than that. Oh, she's on the left side of the screen. Clearly somebody's about to come and talk to her. As I walked, I thought back to my time in the hospital. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not yet. I was lying in bed, arms and legs virtually mummified in bandages, when a woman with flowers came in to see me.
はじめまして。あら、そっくりですね。お姉ちゃんと。
Yamamura.
あなた。私は山村未来。
Mirai means future.
あなたのお姉ちゃん、日の絵とともに
ウィッカインスティテュートという精霊崇拝組合に所属しているものです。
お姉ちゃんの。
はい。これはお見舞いです。
As she said this, she placed a bouquet of flowers on the small table by the bed and looked around the room with a curious expression on her face.
ご両親は今いらっしゃらない？
お買い物に行っています。
そう。お父さんもお母さんもまだ知らないのですよね。日の絵の死を。彼女が命を落としたあの日、あなたを追って旧篠崎家跡地へ向かう前に、日の絵は私に最後の連絡をくれていました。
お姉ちゃんが？
きっと自分の運命を理解して、そして受け入れていたのね。精霊は人の死期を教えてくれるの。その分できる精一杯の行動と覚悟が持てる。彼女は立派だったわ。
Tears began to pour from my eyes, and I could do nothing to stop them. I had been sitting up in bed, but unconsciously started to curl into a fetal position as best I could with the bandages. Yamamoto put her hand on my back to comfort me.
あゆみちゃん、日の絵の意志を伝えるわ。黒の本、ブック・オブ・シャドウズを取り戻しなさい。代々篠崎家が守り続けてきた門外不出の禁忌の書よ。
We're gonna go get the fucking evil grimoire back? Yikes.
あの本が心ない者の手に渡れば、この世は混乱の淵に落とされてしまう。
We're going back to get the Book of Shadows. That's what Hinoa wanted us to do, and her friend Yamamoto here came to tell Ayumi that.
私たち WI は精霊と心を通わせる、自然の意志にただ沿おうとする白魔女の組合。ご両親の反対を押し切って篠崎家から飛び出した日の絵は、今さら関わるのをためらっていたのだけれど。
Because if we don't get it, then bad people will get it, is what that seems the pretext is leading to.
近年その存在を感じるようになってずっと気にしていたの。私とウィッカの仲間で調べたけれど、篠崎義恵と幸子の屋敷跡地にはなかったわ。更地だったはずのあの場所に焼け焦げた家の梁や瓦礫が現れていて驚いたけれど、あの場所からは消えても感じるの。存在はまだ残っている、この世のどこかに。
I imagine that Mr. Mystery Anime Boy with the hoodie probably is after that book. Yamamoto looked directly into my eyes.
この町にあなたや篠崎義恵と同じ篠崎家の血筋の方が住んでいたのは知っているかしら。
Did you know that someone else was living in this city who shares her bloodline with you and Shinozaki Yoshie? Who? Yamamoto pulled a notepad from her pocket and carefully wrote a name and address on the top sheet. She then tore the page and handed it to me. Shinozaki Makina. Another Shinozaki? I knew that name. It was on the family tree.
覚えている名前だわ。義恵の家の地下室にあった 篠崎の家系図。吉江の上に並んでいた彼女の母の妹、おばにあたる人。
Well, it could be because she also doesn't know how to use it. She like actively admitted, I can't read half of this page, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So who knows what somebody that could actually read it and use it to their will and powers could do with it then. Which is probably what Yamamoto here wants to avoid.
何か黒の本を取り戻すための手がかりが残されているかもしれない。私たちは霊に対する感受性が強すぎて部屋に入ることもできなかったわ。何が起こるかわからないけれど、日の絵の意志を継ぐ強さがあるのなら頑張ってみなさい。
And with that, Yamamoto simply turned and left the hospital room.
お姉ちゃんの意志。
The hell are you? On the other side, she was the other, like the third one from the intro that we didn't recognize. Fourth, actually. On the other side of the door, a peculiar girl stood in wait. As soon as Yamamoto had covered enough distance to put me out of earshot, the two of them spoke.
ご苦労様。
これでいいのね。
Ooh, we're being set up.
お前らが息をしているだけでこっちは虫唾が走るんだ。殺さないでやるからさっさと消え失せろ。
Yamamoto ran away as quickly as she could without drawing attention to herself. As if in response, the intimidating girl in the peculiar outfit spat on the hospital wall.
たく、世の中アホばっかり。
As she mumbled these words, she sneaked a sidelong glance at me in my room. I was completely oblivious.
篠崎日の絵。簡単に死にやがって。くっそ使えない。
It was time to meet my fate. I had no trouble locating Makina's residence. I don't know what I was expecting, but what I found was just an ordinary apartment building. This is a great shot. I love this this image right here. I couldn't involve Mochida and the others in this. They've been through enough already. Besides, this was a family matter. My bloodline was responsible for this whole mess, and it was only right that I be the one to make amends, alone.
ここね。下連雀南団地。
Seems like that girl in white just put Yamamoto up to telling us that Hinoi wanted us to get the Book of Shadows. I think she didn't want that. I think they're going to use us to get it out of this room because they all can't enter it, and then they're going to take it from me. Shimorenzaku.
ずいぶんボロボロ。これは何かの事情で取り壊されないまま放置されているのね。管理されているのかしら。
Whenever you see a candle on the map, you can examine it to restore your HP and save. Oh, yikes. HP is going to be a much bigger deal then, I guess. That was so fast. Chapter 00 looks like it says Chapteroo. Oh my god. Shimorenzaku Apartments, A Wing. And there's the Book of Shadows. Alright, what do all my buttons do? I have nothing. Okay, square pulls up the log. Playing this with the stick feels way better than the D-pad does. In addition to most of the name tags being missing from the mailboxes, the ones that remain are encrusted with dirt and decay and are only barely legible. Some, in fact, are just plain rotted out entirely, or the slots for them are rusted over. They look like props for a horror movie.
ここにはマキナさんの家はない 別の塔を見てみよう。
Huh? I can't go up? Oh, okay. Oh, I
こ
see.
れってやっぱり不法侵入だよね。
Yeah, she's going in alone, Timbo. She's yeah, she is potentially putting herself in some kind of terrible position. I suspect it'll be from actual living corporeal things this time, though.
気が引けるのと不安で落ち着かないや。急に扉が開いて「こら!」って怒鳴られたらびっくりして死んじゃうかも。あ、誰か来る。
Already. When a person gets truly startled, she's unable to move due to the combination of fear and, well, being put on the spot. It's like she's been planted to the ground. Maybe human nature, but I hated not being in control of my actions. Nonetheless, there I was, a sitting duck just waiting for someone to come down the stairs. Except no one did. The seconds ticked on, but I was pretty definitely the only one here.
確かに足音がしたのに。
I was going to say, that one box looks different. The mailbox was stuffed with vast quantities of tissue paper. The bottom layer of this stack had turned an unpleasant shade of brown. May have just been from years of settling debris, but if that were the case, it shouldn't have been that dark. I slowly unwrapped the tissues, morbidly curious as to what I might find inside. You good, Amanda? Already love the visuals? Good. Yeah, this is a big step up from the first one. It was only then that I noticed the inside of the mailbox itself, which was stained to deep crimson. It looked a whole lot like blood. Real quick recap for you. This picked up right at the end of Book of Shadows. Hinoe died saving us. Ayumi was in the hospital for... What was it? Did she actually say 2 months? We're in the fall now. And there's this whole group of like creepy people that are working behind the scenes, and an apparent acquaintance of Hinoe's asked Ayumi to go find the Book of Shadows as Hinoe's last request to keep it out of the wrong hands. But I think she was put up to it, so I think we're being set up. I'd unwrapped enough by then to see what was inside the tissue paper, too. It was the skeletal remains of a bird. That fallback was really nice. The animation. On the rusted panel of the mailbox from which I'd discovered this gruesome find was a name scribbled in permanent marker. Shinozaki. Looks like we can go up then. That was a nice little touch. Persistent use of your flashlight will eventually kill its battery. If this happens, you'll need to find a new battery and use it, or you'll be left in the dark. 401 Shinozaki. Yeah, now it feels like it's taking horror game mechanics, doesn't it?
トイレ行ってくればよかった。我慢しなきゃ。
Book of Shadows is in here? Outlast, yeah. Door is shut tight. Knock or don't do anything. Oh, I can't just save at will anymore. I'm so used to the visual novel thing. There's a doorbell on the wall nearby. Pressing it only produces clicks. Guess there's no power. The door is rusted shut and won't open. Open it? Took a deep breath, mentally prepared myself for what I was about to attempt, and grabbed the steel doorknob. What in the world? The number disappeared from the screen as if the call had never been placed. Are you not, like, familiar enough with weird, creepy ghost stuff to acknowledge that it's more than just a glitch at this point? It's the same voice, too. Eh?
2008年11月10日午後7時48分篠崎真希菜の家捜索開始私は大丈夫頑張れるあの学校とあの家をくぐってきた
Why does it default to back on the save thing? Oh, I started reading in my head for some reason. Sorry. Fortunately, despite the condition of the apartment building in general, it seems to be a modern, fully functioning non-septic model without any foul smell. Oh, that's good. Usually, we're used to going to places that smell like death and decay and everything.
出るのかな。大きな音で水が流れ出しても怖いな。なんでこんなにおしっこしたいんだろう。体調のせい。
Ooh. Are we gonna die?
ダメ。このままじゃ。
Did I might have already killed us. That'll be interesting. Sneaking into a deceased woman's abandoned apartment and using her bathroom. It's kind of absurd, and I almost felt like I was infiltrating the deepest chambers of an enemy base. I'm waiting for a ghost to pop up and just, like, kill us. These games have me so paranoid now. What sounded like my own believed voice echoed off the wall. Oh, wait. No. No, that is blood. Okay, there it is. It's like, where's the creepy thing? So we didn't get killed by a ghost, but... dull squish of a blade cutting into flesh. Ooh. Immediately brought to mind somebody slitting her wrists. Alright, well, I didn't get us killed yet. Makina Shinozaki's apartment. I'm not used to X interacting with doors right now for some reason. I want it to be circle. I can change that then, can't I? Yeah, that is a fair criticism, Teambo. I can give that one to you and fairly agree. Oh, the flashlight. Yeah, well, it's a little worse for the wear. This does look like a pretty put together apartment for a dead person. Let me see if we can do something actually. No. Wait. No, I did want to replace it. Damn it. And then... okay. For whatever reason, I want circle to be on the controller face. That's what I keep pressing to interact with things. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's because I played the first one on the 3DS version, so I was used to A being on the right side of the controller face. A, B, and C. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Is everything else... oh, no, circle was supposed to be run. Oh, wait, this is dialogue. Oh, I'm dumb. Hang on. Hang on. Oh. Okay, I've ruined everything. I'm just gonna put it back to normal. Where the hell did the default go? I might have broken it. I think I don't have a confirm button anymore. Hang on. Now I can still use my mouse to fix it. Hold on, I've ruined everything. Let me fix this. Shit. Okay. So for whatever reason, that makes sense. Let's try this. Let's try that. And there. Okay. That should be okay. Square, all those are the same now. For the character, now I interact with circle. And I can run with X. R1 to switch characters and L1 to toggle the flashlight. Okay, cool. There we go. For whatever reason, that just makes more sense searching-wise to me to have circle be the search button. On the tiny kitchen table sat numerous prescription bags and instructions. The name written on every bag was Shinozaki Makina.
やはり篠崎マキナの家で間違いないよね。
Hang on, let me do one more thing, actually, because I've messed myself up now. Okay, there we go. I want it all to be the same button, I think. And there. All right, all good. Perfect. In the corner formed by the wall, the refrigerator and the sink. What? In the corner formed by the wall, the refrigerator and the sink. They didn't use the Oxford comma, so it read really stupid. There's an extremely disturbing amount of mold growing. Just breathing the air nearby feels hazardous to one's health. There aren't really any signs of food anywhere, however. Maybe Makina didn't eat much. There's a photo hanging from the freezer door. Aw, thanks, Elena. The sentence doesn't make sense without it. It really didn't. Oh, how lovely. Though blurry and hard to make out, it seemed to be of a forest thick with mist, along with one additional detail that made it much worse.
私は大丈夫。私は大丈夫。ダメ。やっぱり帰りたい。怖いよ。
It's true.
手がかり。
I agree.
手がかりって言ったって。
You get me. You get me, Elena.
見当もつかないけど、マキナさんの遺品をできるだけ持ち帰ってみよう。
Oh, so we're just gonna collect stuff. Doesn't seem to be anything of note on the shelves. Yeah, this feels much more natural now. Oh, hello, shiny gold thing. Items lying about can be obtained by examining them. There may be hidden compartments or spaces in shelves and such as well, so be sure to examine everything carefully. Ooh, look at the shadow texture. And it, like, interacts and moves with the flashlight. Oh, that was me. Something lying on the table. Jesus, that was loud. Batteries obtained. So, are those a usable item I have? Oops. My fault. Yes, I can use those. What? What? No worries, Al. Sleep wonderfully. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. Where'd they go? Did I press the wrong button and use them? I thought I canceled it. Hang on, I just wasted batteries. We're gonna skip through this stuff. Alright, and then we saw the photo. I can just hold R1 to skip dialogue, by the way. And that's fantastic. Okay. Let me do something, because I've messed up yet again. I've messed myself up again. I think I do want menu to be different. For whatever reason, that makes sense in the menus to me. My brain is weird. Alright, so that's fine. Now, what I also want to check is the sound effects. I think that was that noise. I'm going to turn those down a bit so it's not as deafening. Okay. Should be good now. Drawers seem to contain only insurance documents as well as an official name stamp. The top photograph of the stack depicted a young woman with a hairstyle decidedly not of the modern era. Next photograph showed a different woman smiling widely. Her clothes were actually quite beautiful and her eyes looked almost lifelike on the paper, like they could suck you in. I flipped through each of the remaining pictures, seeing mostly just more of the same, until... Well, well, well. Makina Daki and Yoshie in Yokohama. Probably. Yeah, it's a little more... Well, I feel like the first game's a little creepier than Book of Shadows. But this one is, like, even more like, oh god. Excuse me. It's a small white box made out of paper. So small, in fact, that it fit in the palm of my hand with room to spare. It was light as a feather, too. Great. Another one. Why do you have to pick it up? Excuse me. I closed my eyes and put my hands together, saying a little prayer for the poor animal. I then left the box where it lay and got back to my feet. Nothing else of note on the shelves. I could see myself in the mirror. I looked worried. Oh. Boy, that closet is perfectly in line with that item, as if something's gonna come out and kill me. What's so sweet of her, Amanda? Yeah, I suspect that's going to be for just every item we get. In the middle of the room, a twin-sized futon was neatly laid out. Its top cover was convex, just as it would be if someone were sleeping beneath it. In fact, that's exactly what it looked like, almost unmistakably. And right on top of it sat a perfect cube of a box, about 10 centimeters across on all sides and bright red like a Shinto Tori gate. Which would have been a lot more interesting if I weren't still scared out of my mind by the thought that there might have been someone under that cover this whole time. Oh, to pray for the bird. Gotcha. Forgot she did that, to be honest. Door won't budge. Just seems to be stuck on something. Alright, cool. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't going to kill me. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh boy, there's something. Might be time to leave. Doesn't she kind of look like the old woman from Yui's chapter? Of Book of Shadows? It was a silhouette of a human being, all black save for two perfectly round cutouts positioned halfway up the head, glinting with an unearthly light. There were no signs of life nor detail anywhere along the shadowy figure except in those eyes, but those eyes were very much alive. They were undeniably the eyes of a human. Run, stupid! Whoa! Did you see that? As if in response to my worst fears, I suddenly caught sight of a small girl in a black dress standing right in front of me. Hesitantly taking a closer look, it was actually me, reflected in the mirror. But not just me. There was a black shadow behind me, and it was coming closer. I panicked and whirled around, and my light immediately went out. I was completely shrouded in darkness as if whatever I had seen had fully enveloped me. We picked up batteries, girl, calm. Oh, God. I'd stepped on something soft and squishy. Oh, she stepped on the bird. Okay, Amanda, you're with me on that then. Cool, yeah. I think it is. I think Makina is the same woman who tried to give Yui the charm. Which would make sense, because then she would have some insider knowledge about it. She subbed a while. Gotcha, nice. Unconsciously, I paused for a split second, pondering what it may have been, but my de facto conclusion was, I don't care. I need to get the hell out of here. Feeling around along the glass door surface, I finally found what seemed to be a handle. I tried in vain to turn it, only to realize that I couldn't because... Oh! I didn't have to ask, though. I could feel it and see it. My right hand was being clasped shut by the tiny, ghostly hands of a white-hued child. Shook my arm violently and the white apparition faded from sight. But my closed right hand still wouldn't open. Had to get out of here. This was paramount. Clenched fist or no, I needed to leave before something worse happened. Panicked, I flung open the glass door. What? I fell back, completely sick to my stomach. My heart was pounding so fast, so hard and so fast I was convinced I was going to have a heart attack and die. At the very least, I knew I was about to lose consciousness. As if to confirm just how done for I was, my nose began bleeding profusely. I had no doubt at all anymore. This was the end. Broski to the rescue!
篠崎、おい、しっかりしろ。
Yeah, the headphone work there was really nice. I'm glad that didn't go away from Book of Shadows. Kishinuma moved my worn, limp body onto the tatami flooring and carefully set me up. I regained consciousness right away. And I was immediately met with the worried gazes of Kishinuma, Mochida, and Nakashima. Nakashima wiped tears from her eyes. I was so relieved, so very relieved to see my friends. I started crying as well.
篠崎、なんでお前一人でこんなことしてんだよ。
私がやらなきゃいけないことだから。
Nah, that was just good use of sound, I think. The sound mixing sucks, but I feel like that one being loud was on purpose. Like she was actually like trying to, like she was actually getting closer to us.
何？
岸沼。サトシ。
よしきに任せよう。
私が始まりだから。
始まりって何のだよ。
全部私が悪いの。私のせいでみんないなくなって。お姉ちゃんはね。
I was sobbing like a baby. My face must have been a mess and my voice came out hoarse and in short bursts.
悪いって何が？
私が幸せの幸子さんなんておまじない持ってきたせいだよ。全部私が悪いんだから。
まさかお前一人で全部の責任を背負い込んでんじゃないだろうな。なあ、俺たちは仲間だろ、篠崎。
Sheepishly nodded my head, then looked down. I didn't want to meet his gaze. How did they know she was here? We'll probably find out.
じゃあよ、頼れよ。一人で突っ走んなよ。いいか、今ここではっきりさせといてやる。あんなもの絶対にお前のせいなんかじゃねえんだよ。
Yoshi's such a good dude. I love him.
篠
He's such a great guy. What a good character.
お前は悪くない。だからそんな風に自分を責めんなよ。
死ぬわ。
少なくともここにいるみんなそう思ってるだろう。
ああ、ヨシキの言う通りだ。
そうだよ委員長、もう一人で抱え込まないで。
私みんなをもう巻き込みたくないから、自分でなんとかしなきゃって。でも怖くて、私やっぱり何もできなかった。
Poor Ayami's falling apart, dude.
ったくバカだな。お前はよく頑張ったよ。いいからもっと俺たちを頼れ。
バカってひどい。
いやだからよ。
ありがとう。
I didn't entirely believe them. It was the fact that this whole mess started when I led everyone in the Shiawase no Sachiko Ever After ritual, but I appreciated their words nonetheless.
こうなってしまった以上、残された俺たちはみんなでこの現実を受け止めていくしかないんだ。
受け入れるんじゃなくな。
ああ、少しでも良くしていくためにできることをする。
They've referenced setting things right twice now. What is that plan? What are you gonna do?
気持ちはみんな一緒だよ委員長。
あなたは何もできなかったなんてことはないわよ。
Huh? Is this the purple girl? I didn't recognize the voice at all, and was a little perturbed that no one else seemed startled by it. It belonged to a girl I'd never seen before, wearing an unusual outfit. Purple girl.
無事でよかったわ。あなたは。
篠崎、お前がヤバいところに向かってるって、この場所を俺たちに教えてくれたのはこの人なんだ。
There we go. That's the reason they knew.
庭愛子さんだ。
Niwa. Aiko. She's some relation to the the TA.
ごめんなさいね。いろいろと調べさせてもらったわ。私は情報や霊能関係に詳しいの。篠崎ひのえさんの妹さんなら、そうね、さえのきなほちゃんの友達といえばわかるかしら。
Lexi, how are you? You haven't missed a ton just yet, actually. A friend of Saenoki Naho.
なほさんの？お姉ちゃんのことも知ってるの？え？あなたのお姉さん、ひのえさんはこちらの世界では有名人だったわ。
How are you, Lexi? How was work? How's everything going?
その右手、開かないの
？My right hand had been clasped shut this whole time. I'd almost forgotten about it. I tried to open it again, but still couldn't.
はい。
あ？見せてみろ。
Kishinuma grabbed my hand and tried to pry my fingers open.
無理に開ける必要はないわ。きっと時期が来たら自然に開く。その時を待ちなさい。
What?
あら、これは
Oh, right. You were gonna watch ahead a little bit so you didn't miss anything. She attempted to open the box for just a moment, but her efforts proved to be in vain, just as mine were.
気になる箱ね。これも開かない。なるほどね。
Eichel was mesmerized by the unopening box. She seemed desperate to understand what force kept it sealed, almost giddy at the unspoken prospect of what it could mean.
ものすごい霊力。これはすごいわ。今晩預かっていいかしら。うちに戻れば開けられるかもしれない。
Yeah, I can see how you were friends with Naho. I had the feeling that this was less a request than it was a statement. She would never have taken no for an answer.
まあ、今日はもう遅いから詳しい話は明日させてもらうわね。放課後会いに行くわ。
That night, after I returned home, I stood in front of my mirror and just kept trying to open my right hand. I put every bit of strength and energy I had into it. Ooh. Ugh. What I found inside my heretofore closed hand were teeth. Human teeth from the looks of it. Very small baby teeth. 2 of them. The roots of each tooth were embedded deep within my palm, and I was bleeding quite a bit as a result. This poor girl just keeps getting her hands and like the rest of her all messed up.
どうして、なんで私の手の中に子供の歯が。
Yeah, one for Kizami. Chapter 0, A Faint Light. Oh my god. It's going to list each one of them. Yoshizawa Ryo. Ah, how interesting. Blood Drive Chapter 1, Returning. A day had passed since the events of Shimorenzaku South Apartments. This was to be a significant turning point for me, and Mochita might have been a part of it from the start, except that fate seemed to have other plans for him.
クオン先生、俺今日は大事な用があって。
ダメ。サトシ君、昨日の大気の小テスト、ちょっと残念な点数だったでしょ？
Oh, you mean he's not good at math? I figured he'd be the kind that was good at everything. The artwork is dope. Oh, I'm glad you like it. You mean the main title screen? Like an owner training a puppy, Kuon gave him a strong glare and held up her index finger in reprimand.
今から1時間、私の授業に集中しなさい。
Yeah, it's really nice.
次の小テストも解けるようになるから。
先生って英語科でしょ？大気なんて専門外じゃ。
一生懸命教えるからできるよ。
She seemed a little taken aback by that remark, puffing up her cheeks like a chipmunk in protest.
いや、先生。クオン先生って、ユイ先生そっくりだな。ごめんなさい。
Looking both bemused and guilty, Mochida tried to get up and leave his seat in one swift motion, but was quickly and easily caught, lifted up, and forcefully sat back down.
ダメ。
I have a theory. I have a very, very early theory. I think all of these people that replaced... let me rephrase this. I think all of these new characters we've just met are like stand-ins or replacements in this reality of the characters that we lost in the first game. Kuon, he just likened to Yui Sensei, and that one's pretty obvious. But I think the dude with the hoodie might be something akin to Morishige's replacement. And I think individually, maybe I'm wrong, because Purple Girl said she was one of Naho's friends. So perhaps this is all just kind of nothing. But then it's possible that the other characters have something to do with them. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, the way it's set up, it seems like the Purple Girl has something to do with the sister as well. So maybe not. Maybe that's kind of just a grasping at straws. I'm reading too much into Satoshi's line, probably. I guess we'll find out together then, Lexi. Anyway, I didn't read what was just written. Kulon Sensei was smiling. She was actually enjoying this. Kulon Sensei was only the slightest bit taller than Mochida. This did make her taller than the average, but her arms were small and frail. There seemed to be no way she possibly could have lifted someone of his build. This whole situation was rather bewildering for him, and he made no attempt to hide his confusion.
さあ、始めるよ。
He had no other option. Apparently, he was going to be studying algebra for the next hour, come hell or high water. This was the cafe that Naho was at with Sayaka. Meanwhile, at a local cafe near the school, Kishinoma and I were sitting down to speak to Niwa Aiko, the informant who'd led my friends to me the previous night.
大丈夫？お腹でも痛いの？
I responded with a dismissive gesture while continuing to rub my abdomen with the other hand. Ever since the previous night, I'd had the constant unbearable urge to pee.
昨日怖い思いして過呼吸が続いたから体がおかしいのかも。ずっと膀胱が膨らんでる気がする。
After the concert, yeah, you remember.
から話そうかしら。
Aiko tilted her head and stared at me, looking up and down, seemingly judging my every mannerism and movement. It was making me feel really self-conscious. Covered my abdomen with both hands as if guarding it from her gaze.
昨日はありがとうございました。
It's like super loud now again.
いいえ、大したことはしていないわ。如月学園って案外広いので、岸沼くんたちを探すのに。
Yeah, there kind of is, isn't there, Lexi? Probably not. If she had something to do with Sayanoki Naho, I'd only trust her insofar as half of the facts that she's about to tell us. Though, she did seem to know Ayumi's sister as well. So depending on which one she leans more towards, maybe she is a force that can do some good in our lives. Kishinoma and I stared at one another, still unsure how we felt about the strange new addition to our entourage.
Ayumi-chan, Kishinuma-kun. あなたたちって天神小学校の生還者よね。
Oh, let's just get right to the point. We pledged never to discuss Heavenly Host with anyone. which we'd always assumed would be an easy promise to keep. But now, casually and out of the blue, here we were.
なんであんたそのことを。
あなたたち死後の世界に接してきたでしょう。通常人間には身につかないオーラの色をしているわ。私には見えるの。
Both Kishinuma and I were speechless. I just sat there staring at my palm, subconsciously trying to see my aura, I guess. Aiko was smiling at us triumphantly.
愛子さんは霊能関係の情報屋で、ナホさんのお友達なんですよね。ええ、ナホちゃんに天神小学校の情報を提供したのは私。
You were. The true source of the deaths and subsequent erasures that had turned our lives into a living nightmare was the Sachiko Ever After ritual posted on Naho's occult blog. I've been a fan of Naho's for quite some time, so when I saw that, I knew I had to try it out with my friends from Class 2-9, and as a result, half of those friends were gone now.
ナホちゃんがキビキ先生のために霊能探偵をやっていたことは知っているわよね。はい。幸せの幸子さんの情報が掲載されてから失踪されたことも。私はね、心霊スポットや霊能関係の情報を集めて、それを欲しがる人に有償で提供してきた。報酬はお金、もしくは私の興味をそそる霊具の類。相手によってふっかけ方も変えるけれど、まあギブアンドテイクよね。向こうは情報が欲しい、私はお金と霊具が欲しい。
Physically, Aiko was a very attractive young lady, but personality-wise, the jury was still out. Her words were calculated and emotionless, her true intentions a mystery. I think that gives us a little more to go on. She's probably more like Naho.
だから私は情報屋をやっているの。ナホちゃんもいいお客さんだったわ。あの子が最後に買ったのが天神小学校の情報。ナホちゃん、これでキビキ先生の小説がなんとか賞を取れるってすごくはしゃいでた。
The plot thickens then. So Naho found out about it from Aiko.
ねえ、教えてくれる？あなたたちの閉じ込められたあの異空間にナホちゃんはいた？ナホさんはキビキ先生と一緒に亡くなっていました。
I looked down as I answered. Despite everything she'd done, the memory of Naho's passing was still painful for me. She'd become one of Heavenly Host's lost souls and gone completely berserk. In the end, I was the one who finished her off.
そう、やっぱりね。
Been so cold all day, can't shake off the chill, it's just frozen. How cold is it where you are, Lexi? Aiko seemed completely unaffected by this revelation. Her tone remained even and her expression cold and distant. Honestly, I had had about enough of her at this point. She was so devoid of empathy, it was almost offensive. I was genuinely starting to get pissed off.
平気なんですか？残念だと思うわ。でも予想はついていたから、わざわざ取り乱す必要もないでしょ。
Kishinuma continued to stare intently at Aiko with his own brand of cold, emotionless eyes. He was oddly quiet, though his anger was palpable. I clenched my fist. Currently 28 degrees and snowing lightly. I've said it before, I would gladly trade you for a week, because it was 83 here today, and it was just sunny and kind of gross and hot.
じゃ、この子はおまじないを一緒に行ったと思うんだけど、あっちにはいたかしら。
Sayaka? Ah ha 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 ha. Oi Sayaka. Now it matters. Okay. Now we're seeing the tie-ins from the stories we read in Book of Shadows. Aiko showed us a photo of a girl named Oi Sayaka.
いえ、会ってないからわかりません。そう。
Let's please trade. Let's do it. Do we have the universal power to accomplish that? Because a week of 28 degrees and snowing sounds absolutely beautiful here. Aiko's expression was so unfaltering you could carve it in stone. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something.
ナホさんのこと、お客さんだなんて。そんなの、友達って言わないと思います。
My voice was breaking with rage, but even if that hadn't been the case, my face must have read like a book. This icy bitch may have had only one expression, but I sure didn't.
あら、あなたは客って言葉に対して随分と偏見を持っているのね。取引を行う以上、私はそこに最大の誠意とクオリティを提供する。
Bowie would probably love it. Maybe if we both wish really hard, we can make it happen. I'll keep wishing every day.
つまりそれが
It's never gonna happen here, though, sadly.
フレンドシップにも負けないものだと思っているけれど。
そんなこと。
I had no idea what to say. It seemed like Aiko was used to this sort of thing. Her response felt carefully rehearsed, like a sales pitch. Finally, Kishinuma broke his silence.
あんたよ。昨日篠崎を助けてくれたことは感謝する。けどよ。金やなんかの見返りのために、そんなろくでもない情報を拡散させるなんて、旗迷惑だと思わねえのか。
There he is.
情報は情報よ。それ自体に罪はないわ。道具と同じ。それをどう使うかは使い手の問題でしょ。その気になれば、その辺にあるコップでも人は殺せてしまうのよ。
んなもん、詭弁じゃねえかよ。
あなたもそう思う？あゆみちゃん。
I would sign that, depending on how bad Wisconsin gets. I'd sign it for like a month.
愛子さん、ごめんなさい。私はあなたの考え方嫌いです。無責任だと思います。
Her expression remained calm and collected overall, but her eyes blinked several times in rapid succession. It was the first outward sign of emotion we'd seen from her.
やれやれ、ひどい嫌われよね。慣れてるけど悲しいわ。
Aiko quickly shrugged off her sudden outburst and was back to her usual icy self.
天神症は俺らがぶっ壊してきたからいいけどよ。
Well, an awkward tension filled the room, or at least our table.
じゃ、本題に入りましょうか。私があなたたちに近づいた理由、伝えたいことについて。
Did you open the box? Aiko produced a thick, hardbound file folder from the light blue bag she'd brought with her. She opened it to reveal several documents of a questionable nature. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think everybody in California would probably die of hypothermia if we swapped all the bad winter months. Among them were what looked to be a family tree, as well as numerous pages featuring black magic, symbology, or images that looked like tree branches.
黒魔術の文字対応表。篠崎家の家系図。
少しショッキングなことを伝えるわね。
Aiko was looking directly into my eyes now. Her gaze was fixed, intense, and unblinking.
さっき岸沼くんが言ったことだけれど、 間違いよ。
That's what I thought.
あ？何がだよ。
天神小学校は壊れてなどいない。今もまだ存在し続けているのよ。これを見て。
Yuki. Aiko placed a black and white photo on the table. It wasn't the clearest of pictures, but there was no doubt that the location it depicted was Heavenly Host Elementary. In the picture, a small girl could be seen standing in one of those all too familiar hallways, holding a hatchet in her right hand.
天神小学校。
なんだよ、これ。
やっぱり。これは私が念写したものよ。力が足りなくて少し不鮮明ではあるけれど、今現在のあの空間、天神小学校の様子。
一体どういうことなんですか？
I can't even describe. Excuse me. I can't even describe I can't even describe what was going through my head at that moment. I felt like I was about to burst. Aiko, however, remained calm as ever while recounting her story.
順を追って説明するわね。
So how did you find
ま
this?
ず、昨日の例の赤い箱だけれど、
Alright.
開けると、このレーグが出てきたの。
Which were the box I'd found on Makina's futon. Inside it were apparently two stones resembling magatama, common-shaped ceremonial objects from Japanese antiquity. Also included in the box were several more roughly hewn stones, as well as a lining along the edges consisting of crumpled pieces of thin white paper.
残念ながら箱の中でほとんど割れていたけれど、この一組は無事だったわ。
Well, there's our title screen symbol. They looked almost like demented versions of yin and yang symbols, puzzle pieces that were clearly built to be slotted together. Eichel now held one stone in each hand and was motioning them toward one another as if to drive that point home.
レーグというのはね、簡単に言えば死者の思いが込められたもののことで、
So this has something to do with Makina?
物に閉じ込められた霊、またはその生前の記憶が持つ者に永遠と泣き言を語りかけてくる愉快なものよ。私はこう見えて無類のレーグコレクターでもあるの。
Kishinoma and I briefly locked eyes again. We shared the same look of bewilderment. Aikel's personality was much more twisted than either of us had initially perceived it to be.
この子の意志を読もうとするとね、呪わしい声と一緒におさげの少女や廃校の風景が見えてきたのよ。
Yuki?
で、気になったからこのカメラに。
At this, she produced an old instant camera and placed it on the table in front of us.
私の念を映してみたの。それがその写真。私がこのレーグを使ってその時の今現在を念写したものよ。過去や未来の時間を超えた念写は私にはできないから。
I wonder if that's some kind of spirit item too. I examined the photograph in greater detail and a chill ran down my spine. There was absolutely no denying what it depicted. I was actually shaking.
篠崎幸子を失ったあの学校は私たちが逆落ちで脱出した際に崩壊したはず。
でも寸前のところでとどまったってところかしら。私に語りかけてくる声の主がまだいるのかもね。
Aiko motioned toward the photo in my hand.
例えば写真の女の子とか誰かしらね、この子。
Kanno Yuki. Right? The answer was beginning to dawn on me. A sudden cold sensation exploded through my body, and I shuddered as if trying to shake off the encroaching realization.
くそ、あの地獄みたいな場所がまだ存在してるってのかよ。
Kishinuma leaned forward. The conversation was clearly beginning to engage him a lot more than it had been.
その天神小学校、いえ、学校の形をしたあの異空間だけれど、ナホちゃんに紹介した手前、私も気になって調べていたの。あの異空間の正体はね、涅槃という死後の世界に近い磁場なのよ。
Another world, or hereafter, an otherworldly plane of death.
普通はこの世とは別の次元に存在するものなのだけれど。
涅槃？
ええ。篠崎義恵については知っているわよね。
Maybe too much. Maybe we know too much about her.
はい。
篠崎の家、義恵の診療所に黒の本と呼ばれる魔導書、ブック・オブ・シャドウズがあったことも。
How do you know that? Why? How could she know about that? A million thoughts, a million questions were running through my head. I was speechless. All I could do was sit there and hear her out. It was like a muffled scream or a moan of agony. The sound you make when you want to make a sound but are barely able to. Seiji must be her husband, I assume. That one was a little more forceful. Accompanied by thrashing, it caused the nearby table light to fall over and roll along the ground.
Anata! Ochitsuite! Onegai!
This was Shinozaki Yoshie's clinic. And Yoshie herself was on top of her husband, holding him down with both of her hands. She continued her Shinto purification chant. To prevent Seiji from biting off his own tongue, he had been gagged with a towel. Needless to say, he wasn't looking particularly well. Not far from where this was occurring, Sachiko stood aghast, trembling as she watched the proceedings with hesitant sidelong glances. Jesus, she said all that so fast. Seiji, still collapsed on the floor, was clearly suffering. His body was bent into a most unnatural shape, and he was fervently clawing at his neck. Sachiko's father screamed through his gag, foam beginning to froth from the edges. He was going into cyanosis? Kyanosis? Never heard that word before. Ghostly images of Shinozaki women from ages past smiled down upon the event from the ceiling, laughing and mocking his suffering. Worse still, some of the women had traditionally blackened teeth, giving their smiles an unintentionally sinister edge. Is that a kyanosis or a cyanosis? Is that like a C, like a hard C or a soft C? The atmosphere within the room was heavy, as if spirits occupied every empty corner, dancing and flitting about freely and joyously. Thank you. Seiji's body sharply bent and began convulsing. Her great-grandmother, Seira, the head of the Shinozaki family, was among the black-teeth women laughing joyously at Seiji's suffering. Gotcha. Thank you both. I learned something tonight. His voice began to weaken and his convulsions began to lose strength. Finally, the last spark of life had left his body. His eyes rolled back into his head and all movement ceased. Sachiko looked up, eyes glazed over with tears. Yoshie, too, was stricken with grief and despair.
霊能力者の血筋篠崎の者と結婚した夫は必ず早々の死を遂げる。呪われた家の運命に抗えなかったヨエは心ない者たちから守るよう篠崎の家に託されていた禁忌の本に手をつける。
Book of Shadows. Also, you know, a kinesiology degree I don't use. Hey, I mean, at least you have it, right?
それが黒の本。
That's kind of the same book.
Book of Shadows.
Kind of the same boat I'm in. I said book because Book of Shadows popped up on the screen. Book of Shadows.
愛する者を失う。そのことを恐れるあまり黒魔術に頼ったの。まさに荒唐無稽でバカな話よね。ヨシエ自身もすがれるものなら何でもいい程度にしか思っていなかったと思うわ。
Aiko stared deeply into my eyes, seemingly fishing for a reaction to her tale. Looks good on the resume, yeah.
ところが、まさか信じられないことが起こる。
I continued listening, unknowingly stroking the wound on my thighs. Unpleasant memories of my own foolish run-in with black magic resurfaced.
ヨシエの体に流れる篠崎の血筋。その強い霊力に想像もつかない何かが呼応してしまった。それは
天神小学校 I instantly knew what she was going to say.
ヨシエの術で本の中から呼び覚まされた何か。それは涅槃。未来永劫、死者と共にいられる場所。死後の世界を切り取った空間がこの世に生まれてしまったの。ヨシエはもう半分正気を失っていたのね。一人娘の幸子を現世に残して自分は夫の魂と共に生涯をそこで添い遂げようとした。
ランド・オブ・コープス。
ところが涅槃には意志があり、ヨシエの手でコントロールできるものではなかったの。
I knew that all too well. Just like Yoshie had experienced my own tragic failure with black magic at the Shinozaki clinic.
黒魔術には障害反動がある。夫の魂はバラバラに飛散し、ヨシエの命も消えかけた。自分の愚かな行為を悔やみながら呼吸を止めようとしたその時、底なしに霊能力の強い一人娘幸子が涅槃を丸ごと体の中に飲み込んだの。
So when Sachiko was killed,
幸子が。
the poor girl collapsed to the floor, violently thrashing about as the weight of an entire dimension crushed her from the inside. This action had saved her mother's life, certainly, but death would have surely been preferable. Picking herself up, Yoshie rushed to her daughter's side in tears.
幸子、さっちゃん、あなたお母さん死なないで、お母さん。
Both parent and child were bawling, pain mixing with relief, mixing with pain again. The little girl buried her face into Yoshie's bosom and cried. Yoshie grasped her tightly in both arms, tears streaming down her face. By this point, Sachiko's body had begun producing a dark blue aura.
ごめんね、さっちゃん。ごめんね。お母さん間違ってた。お母さんにはあなたがいるわ。もうあなたを置いていこうだなんて思わないから。
See, now we can feel bad for Sachiko, because she's not a little horrible devil yet. Though, apparently this might have been what led to it.
あなたも知っての通り、幸子も篠崎家当主直系の血を引くサラブレッド。義恵を超えるほどの霊能力を持っていたのね。涅槃を丸ごと体内に封じ込めるなんてものすごいことよ。
Aiko took a big noisy sip from her coffee mug.
当時、ほとんど最強の霊能者だったんじゃないかしら。まだほんの小さな子供だったけれど。
Yikes.
でもその幸子が死んでしまって。
そう、保健医義恵の転落事故と同時に幸子が行方不明になった50年前のあの事件。
あれは校長による殺人事件でした。
やはりそうなのね。校長が余計なことをしでかしたおかげで幸子の中に吸い込まれて封印されていた涅槃が復活し、あの異空間天神小学校が生まれてしまったのよ。
So, Aiko, why don't you answer a question that's been bugging me for the last 2 games now? How did Sachiko come back to life? It's probably because the school was the site of Sachiko's violent demise that her nirvana took on its form.
ま、とはいえ復活した涅槃も資料として蘇った幸子の力で再び抑制されて、やっぱりその支配下に置かれていたようだけれど。
幸子がいろんな力を使えたのもその涅槃の影響だったのかしら。
This was all starting to make a sick sort of sense. The pieces were falling into place and painting an absolutely awful picture. I shuddered to myself as I considered it.
現在はあなたたちが脱出の際に幸子を取り除いてしまったから、涅槃は再び暴走状態になっているのよ。
So you don't have that answer either, do you, Aiko?
なくなってしまえばよかったのに。あんな危険な場所。
This entire conversation was a roller coaster of emotions for me. At this point, I was just angry. Angry at everyone involved in this whole ordeal, myself included.
さて、ここで少し突飛な話をするわよ。ついてきてね。
Oh? You want us to go back?
はい。
死んだ友達にまた会いたい？
That certainly got our attention. We both perked our heads up immediately.
涅槃で死んだ霊は成仏できずに囚われ続けるというわ。お友達の魂だってまだあそこにいるかもしれない。
So that's what you're saying?
実はね、黒の本ブックオブシャドウズにはいろんな魔術が書かれているの。義恵の使った涅槃を生み出す術の他にも 反言の術というものもある。
Yeah, we tried that. Nakashima and I know about that one all too well.
命を無理やり戻すなんて敬虔な宗教家に言わせれば神のおぼし飯に背く背徳の行為だと言われそうだけれどね。
は
Yoshiki. Ha. Kishinuma seemed a bit more confused than he probably should have been, though I suspect the look on my face may have had something to do with that. I performed that spell, the very one Eichel was describing. It took hours, failed miserably, and killed my sister. All at once the guilt returned. I lowered my head solemnly. Eichel grinned at me, and I had this sinking suspicion it was because she somehow knew what I was thinking. Though I couldn't be sure, and I certainly didn't know how she would.
けれどそんなものはクソくらいよね。冒涜も破壊も何でも来いよ。死んだ友達を生き返らせたいんでしょ。だったらあの本を探し出し、天神小学校でもう一度あの術を行えば成功する可能性は飛躍的に上がるんじゃないかしら。
Now why the hell would we ever do that?
おいあんた、何無責任なこと言ってやがんだ。またやばいことになったらどうすん。
I didn't exactly mean to interrupt Kishinuma, but quite honestly, I didn't even realize he was talking. I was too focused on what Eichel had just said. Well, Teenbo, Eichel has now told us the story of how Heavenly Host came to be. And she mentioned that if we were to go back with the Book of Shadows and cast that resurrection spell that killed our sister yesterday, it might actually work there, and it would have a much higher chance of bringing our friends back from the dead.
あなたは知っているんですね。私と中島さんの吉江の家での失敗を。
So now not only are we going to get the Book of Shadows back, we're also going to cast the spell again. Aiko tilted her head at me, and the same wry smile crept across her face. She'd gone from cold and emotionless to knowing and expressive in a mere instant.
あの時のことは夢幻だったと思っています。ありえないものを見て、ありえない体験をして、私はおかしくなっていたって。してはいけないこと、あんなこともう忘れたいの。
でも現実だった。
Aiko pointed to the scar on my neck, then went one step further and lightly brushed it with her hand. I could feel that touch deep within my soul. I suddenly found myself swallowing my next breath, practically choking on thin air.
いい？人が本来触れることすらできない世の常識の裏側にあなたは手を突っ込んだのよ。今さら逃げられると思う？
I looked down again, trying my best to avoid Aiko's gaze.
私にそんなことが。
When I started crying, I raised my head again, intent upon looking deep into Aiko's eyes as she answered my question, but she looked so blurry through my tears. I could tell, though, that she was smiling at me. It was that same expression, her new standard.
そんなことって何？
みんなを。
うんうん。何？あなたの口からちゃんと聞きたいな。どうしたいの？
生き返らせ。
よく言えました。
Aiko patted my head as one might a dog's after a successfully performed trick.
黒の本が生み出すのは魔女の英知が起こす奇跡よ。それは運命をもねじ曲げる力。たとえそれが確定した運命であろうともね。あなたは強力な霊能者の家系、篠崎家の末裔。日野江さんがいない今、これはあなたにしかできないことかもしれない。
My confidence was being bolstered by the minute, though in retrospect that was likely Aiko's aim. Nonetheless, if there was still something I could do for my friends.
だけど肝心のブックオブシャドウズがどこに行ったのかもわからないし、それに
幸子を失った天神賞には幸せの幸子さんのおまじないではもういけない。
そうだと思います。あの学校で菅野由紀ちゃんという女の子に聞きました。
Aiko once again placed the bluish-white Magatama stones from the box in either hand, this time fitting them together, though not quite the way they were supposed to interlock.
そこでこれよ。
それは一体。
ものすごい霊力を持ってる。さすが篠崎の霊具ね。声が教えてくれたわ。
Whose voice did you hear?
これは幸せの石。
幸せの石。
I leaned forward despite myself. The name sent a shiver down my spine, but now that I'd heard it, I had to know more.
この石は2つで1つなの。これをパズルのようにくっつけて、涅槃よ、死人を迎えよと唱えれば、触れている者みんながいつでも天神小学校へ飛べるわ。
We both flinched at her chant, but Aiko just smiled. She must have intentionally oriented the stones the wrong way so the charm wouldn't activate.
戻る時も同じ。
She tossed the stone she'd been holding in her right hand into her left, where it clacked together with the other.
不思議でしょ。この子が教えてくれたのよ。この方法。
Aiko gazed longingly at the stones. She was clearly utterly enamored by them. It seemed as if they were the key factors in unleashing her newfound emotional expressiveness. But my focus was elsewhere. Without a doubt, the items Aiko now held in her left hand were extraordinarily dangerous. Possibly the most dangerous, horrific objects in the entire world. However, while Aiko was ogling them with her left hand, her right was feeling around for something in her breast pocket. She slowly removed it, producing an old black and white photograph. When had she taken that? It was the same photograph I'd seen at Shinozaki Makina's house the previous night. It depicted a young Yoshie alongside her mother and Makina. Oh, okay, I didn't get that yesterday. Or in the last chapter, rather. Yesterday in game.
10代だった篠崎義恵は、おばの牧名のことを慕って、よく家に遊びに行っていたそうよ。世界的に有名な霊能師の家系である篠崎家。ここならと。ヤゴーラ教会の生き残り、ヤゴーラの沖名が危険だからとマルトゥバから盗み出してきたブック・オブ・シャドウズを預けに来たんだけれど、それが揃うと危ないからと石はマキナが、本はヨシエが預かって保管することに決めたそうよ。
Yagora Society. Marutuba. I'd never heard these terms before at all. And then there was that damned Book of Shadows again. Why did that have to keep coming up?
あなたたちはあの学校から篠崎幸子を取り除いた。それによって大きな可能性が広がったわ。これまでのような一方通行ではなく、現世に戻ってくることができる。この世のものではない異空間心霊スポットが生まれているの。
She thrust the ever after stones toward me with triumphantly and continued to make her pitch, growing more excited by the second. I was legitimately speechless. What could I say?
わかるかしら。まさにあの場所は宝の山よ。これまで眉唾、嘘800と笑われていた霊魂の世界への扉が開いたの。世界中のオカルト研究が一気に加速するわ。私はね、商売としてあの空間へ人を連れて行くツアーコンダクターをやろうと思うの。
Yikes, Aiko. Kishinoma and I both reacted to this preposterous suggestion with a start. She couldn't possibly be serious, could she?
ナホちゃんのブログからは片白のデータは削除したし、あの手段ではもう飛べない。行く方法は私しか持っていない。
What could she possibly have been thinking? I wanted to stop her at once. I wanted to take those stones and break them right there on the spot before anyone else got hurt. But
私はね、ツアーを運営するにあたって安全を確保したいの。あゆみちゃんはお友達の霊を探したいでしょ？だったらあの空間の再調査は共通の目的にならないかしら。
Aiko leaned in as she spoke. Her breath, scented with the sugary sweetness of the extravagant desserts we've been eating, tickled my nose.
ね、あゆみちゃん。私と一緒にもう一度天神小学校に行ってくれない？本来は片白を引きちぎる方法でツアーをやろうと思っていたんだけど、こんな便利なアイテムが見つかっちゃったんだもの。これはもう運命よ。私やるわ。商売にする。
Aiko seemed like she was on top of the world. But that just made me all the more disgusted with her.
どうかしら。
On the other hand, she was offering me a chance to save our lost friends. And however remote that chance may have been, it stacked the odds frustratingly in her favor. I still couldn't just say yes. But I also couldn't say no. Honestly, I resented Aiko for putting me in this position. I glared at her for a moment before I said anything.
すぐに答えを出せるわけがないでしょ。考えさせてください。
I'd almost forgotten Kishinuma was there. Sudden waves of guilt washed over me. He had an absolutely incredulous look on his face. I couldn't bear to see it, so I looked away.
ブックオブシャドウズだってどこにあるかわからないし、そもそもその石だって本当にそんな力があるかもわからないじゃないですか。
Is she about to do it right now?
実際に試したわけじゃないのでしょ。
Aiko smiled. She oriented the two stones so they'd form a perfect yin-yang symbol, then slotted them together once again. Immediately, the stones began glowing with a bluish-white hue, and a stream of energy started to form around her.
マジかよ。
Aiko continued smiling and looked directly into my eyes.
いいわ。ゆっくり考えて。この石はもちろんまだ試していないからどれだけ危険かわからないしね。
She slowly separated the two stones as she said this, and the energy surrounding her dissipated.
篠崎家の血筋、篠崎牧名の家で発見されたんだもの。きっと信憑性も霊言も新たかな霊具に違いないわ。
すげえな。ちょっと見せてくれよ。
Kishinuma didn't wait for an answer. He grabbed the ever after stones from Aiko's hands and began examining them carefully.
あの箱の中にこんなものが入ってたとはな。あんたさ、まさかこの石を独り占めしようなんて考えてねえよな。
Oh, Yosuke. Aiko seemed taken aback by the question. Way to go, Kishinuma. You managed to catch her off guard.
これを見つけられたのは半分は篠崎が体張ったおかげなんだろ。
Aiko seemed to ponder these words for a moment.
じゃあ お互い勝手に行けないように一つずつ持っていましょうか。
わかりました。ちょうだい、岸沼くん。
おう。
Kishinuma plopped one of the stones in my hand, then slipped the other back into the drawstring pouch Aiko had brought them in and closed it up.
うん。
He then casually handed the pouch back to its rightful owner.
その気になったら連絡をちょうだい。そうね。サービスとしてブックオブシャドウズの捜索は私も手伝ってあげるわ。無料でね。
She seems so, like, outwardly selfish that it's hard to believe she's actually lying to us. That it seems like this is exactly what she wants. Aiko flashed us the biggest, most gregarious smile I think I'd ever seen. That is such a fantastic word.
あの本さえ見つかれば一緒に行ってくれるのよね、あゆみちゃん。
I closed my eyes and gave something like a half-hearted half nod, lowering my head without raising it again. It was interpreted as a yes, but I'm not sure I meant it that way.
ぐっと。じゃあ、ここは私が出しておくわね。
Aiko got up and grabbed the check.
いいえ、私も出します。
I took out my wallet. I had no desire to owe this person anything. Aiko just smiled.
それじゃ割り勘ってことで。そうそう。これは私からのプレゼント。
Aiko handed her thoughtograph to me. I wonder what the actual word she said was. I didn't catch it. She only said it once.
嫌だわ。そんなに構えないで。これは無料で差し上げるわ。だから安心して。
Why? It was definitely Kanno Yuki in that picture, though.
あの人。
I despise her.
ああ。
鈴本さんや篠原さん、森重くん、ゆい先生、みんなのことが終わったら、この石はすぐに壊すから。
おう。その意見には俺も同感だ。両方ともぶっ壊す案だがな。
As if he'd been waiting for this cue, Kishinuma pulled the other stone from his pocket. Oh, my man! My man!
岸沼くん？
あの学校のヤバさも知らねえで浮かれてやがったからな。こっそりいただいてきたぜ。
Yes, Yoshiki. Broski strikes again.
岸沼くん、すごい！悪い人？
緊急事態によりやむなしだ。けどよし野崎、こう言っちゃなんだが、生き返らせるとか鈴本たちのことはもう考えない方がいいんじゃないか。無茶ばっかしてお前がまた死ぬ思いするとかよ。鈴本も結衣先生も篠原も森重もみんなよ、そんなこと望んでねえと思うんだ。
でもそうじゃないかもしれない。
いい加減にしろ篠崎。サトシや中島がどんだけお前のこと心配してると思ってんだ。
ごめんなさい。でもお願い岸沼くん、もう少しだけでいいから私の気の済むまでやらせてお願い。
くよ、いいか、一人じゃダメだぞ。こっちは俺が預かっとくからな。
Good man.
大丈夫だ。
I turned my gaze up to meet Kishinuma's. My eyes must have looked like saucers. Windows into a mind full of worries, ideas and fears spurred by this unexpected turn of events.
なんかあったらすぐ連絡しろよ。前みたいに目つぶって突っ走って、勝手に死にそうになってんじゃねえぞ。俺だって、お前一人くらい守れる自信はあんだからよ。
Kishinuma patted me on the head reassuringly as he said this, and I had no idea how to react. I felt warm and safe, but also a little annoyed, much like a younger sister being simultaneously comforted and scolded by her big brother. All I could say in response was, I could feel my eyes still bulging from my head, opened as far as my eyelids would allow. I imagined how I must have appeared to Kishinuma and was momentarily embarrassed.
んじゃ、そろそろ帰るとするか。
Oh, we're like playing now. Okay. Sometimes I can't tell when we go from cutscene visual to playing, other than the fact that the model, the character like portraits disappear. He's late. Seriously, what is he thinking? That boy needs a boot to the head, I swear. Who? Huh? Why can't I go over here? Where are all the people? The streets seem unusually quiet. Is it just because of the late hour? I feel like the fact that I can move around here means I can find something. I remember running up these stairs with Suzumoto Mayu. At the time, it never dawned on me that the legitimacy of those memories could ever be called into question. Why would it? When you graduate, transfer, or get married, you're always able to see one... Okay. I continually get thrown off. When you graduate, transfer, or get married... So why? Why would you write like that? It literally throws off my ability to interpret the sentence. When you graduate, transfer, or get married, you're always still able to see one another as long as you're both still alive. But in this reality, it's as if Suzumoto never even existed. Okay, so that's how long I can run for. What is this? Is the owner of this house happy? Obviously, they're experiencing the daily joys and hardships of life like everyone else. But do they really understand what it all means? The song is nice. The sign on the door reads closed for the day, though this building has actually been vacant for years. This used to be a photo studio, I think. Jesus! That noise just scared the shit out of me. There's a human arm poking out through a hole in one of the garbage bags. Though on closer inspection, it's from a mannequin. Could have sworn I just saw something moving under the trash can. Must have been emptied out recently, as it's completely clean inside and smells only of the plastic bag. Come on then, let's go.
Tadaima.
So I have a question. Yamamura earlier, Hinoe's supposed friend, mentioned Ayumi's parents. Does that mean her father didn't get killed by whatever Shinozaki clan curse there is?
今日の変死速報です。死亡した岡部さんは 背骨が折れた状態で都内のこの場所で発見され、
A Tokyo map was displayed on the television screen, marked with 2 red dots. The marquee at the bottom provided the headline, Sudden Violent Deaths Remain Unexplained. Why does she sound like she's so far away when she's sitting right there? Like she sounded like she was so far away. Without thinking, I'd left the socks I'd just removed from my feet on the living room floor and began walking toward the bathroom. Like she's right there. Why does she sound so far? Okay, that means something. This means something, or this will be important later. This was a bad habit of mine, so ingrained within me that it had almost become ritual. Mom did well to have caught it so quickly. I grabbed my socks and left the room. That means something. That wasn't just throwaway. I mean, I think you're being set up still with the Book of Shadows thing. I don't know how much I'd trust that grimoire anymore. I set my bag down in my room, quickly and automatically grabbed my sweatpants and spats and made a beeline for the bathroom. When I got there, I threw my socks in the hamper with purpose. With purpose. Can you throw socks into a hamper with purpose? What is on your neck? If that's being reflected, then that's on your left side? Maybe? Hang on, I'm trying to remember the orientation she was in with the... I thought it was this side of her. Does that make sense? As I observed myself in the mirror, I began to murmur. It is. I thought it was on the wrong side for a second. Huh. Those burn marks on my neck and arms were external reminders of what I'd been through at the Shinozaki estate. I could clearly remember the agony I went through as they'd formed. I remember watching them sear into my flesh out of thin air, blood spurting from them as if I'd been knifed. I only survived because Hinoe sacrificed herself in my place. I tried to force self-confidence into my expression. When it wouldn't come, I slapped my cheeks hard. It was in me somewhere. I just needed to be yanked out into the open. You got this, Ayumi. Though I still wouldn't use that evil book. There's the fan service. I lowered my head into the water. We're debating if we're going back, it seems. Ever so slightly, blowing bubbles into the water with my mouth. The pros and cons of returning to Heavenly Hosts were racing through my head. There it is. Would it not be in the ruins of the Shinozaki estate?
Book of Shadows のありかだ。相変わらずずれた感性してやがんな。
It's just about the last thing I expected. I couldn't help but scream. It was that same boy who'd found his way into my room last time, wearing the exact same clothes. He spoke to me without once turning his head to look in my direction.
涅槃を知ったか。やっと悟ったようだな。てめえの宿命ってやつを。
He smiled, still facing away from me. It was a confident yet sinister grin.
怨行のまじないなんて基本中の基本だろうが。 いちいち驚くんじゃねえよ。それよりもだ。忘れんなよ、それ。運命に課せられたてめえの責務だからな。その末裔ってとこ。
Who are you?
あなた
あ、
警察呼ぶからこの変態ストーカー痴漢
Face had to have been red as fire at this point.
うるせえよ、この父なし女が。誰が痴漢だ。幼児みたいな体しやがって。てめえみたいな貧相な体、見ても何も面白くねえんだよ。
Alright then. My head felt like it now housed all the blood from my entire body. I imagined myself white as a sheet below the neck and flashing red above it on the verge of a megaton explosion. That's a great description.
よく聞け。ブックオブシャドウズは涅槃の中に戻ってる。
What?
てめえが篠崎家で失敗したあの時にな。
How is it there? Why is it there?
ほら。
He handed me the photograph from Michael.
いつの間にこれが何だっていうのよ。
よく見ろ、節穴女。ここだ、ここ。
Jesus. I grabbed the photograph from his hand as aggressively as I could muster, then backed away slightly, putting as much distance between him and me as humanly possible. Oh shit, Yuki has it! It was definitely the same picture of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko had shown us earlier. How come we don't acknowledge that that's Kanno Yuki? Is it not? Am I wrong? She's missing her friggin' eye. That's Yuki. She's the same hairstyle, and she's wearing the same clothes. It was definitely the same picture of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko had shown us earlier, but I now noticed that she was holding something in her other hand, too. It was a hard-bound book, around the size of a typical desk dictionary. And though I could barely make it out, there was a certain aura to it that looked an awful lot like a face.
力を使いたいなら、もう一度涅槃。いや、天神小学校と言った方がいいか。すぐにあそこへ飛んでその本を手に入れろ。そうすりゃ、お前の願いも叶うだろう。
When he says it, it sounds way less trustworthy. Not that Aiko really is either. He stuck out his hand and pointed directly at my face and slowly lowered it down. Blah, blah, blah. He was now inexplicably pointing at my lower body, but as soon as he started to get self-conscious, he flipped his hand over and opened it, exposing his palm. There was another piece of 10-yen gum cupped there, the same kind as before. I'm not sure why I took it, but I did, without even thinking. As soon as the exchange was made, he immediately turned toward the bathroom window, apparently preparing to make his escape.
あなた何者なの？どうして私に？
My question seemed to stop him in his tracks.
いろいろ教えてくれるの？
I wasn't about to drop my guard, especially given the obvious advantage the boy had over me. But he didn't seem like he'd come to attack me or anything. Rather, it was almost like he was trying to lead me somewhere, to show me the way.
今はまだ話せない。
He turned his head toward me just enough that I could catch a brief glimpse of the eyes beyond his hood. They were ice blue in color, but gentle and sincere. He smiled once more as he leaped out the bathroom window. I was kind of dumbfounded. I had no idea how to process what had just happened.
どうしたの、あゆみ？大丈夫？
Mom barged into the bath, brandishing a broom. It was probably the first thing she could find with which to fend off potential intruders. Too bad she hadn't been just a moment quicker. All I could do was squat on the cold bathroom floor and stare at her with hollow eyes. There was no way to adequately explain any of this to her. He kind of does. I am curious about him, though. It was late at night, and I still hadn't bothered changing out of my school uniform. I needed food, though, so I decided to hit up the convenience store on my way back home. I picked up a bottle of olives, a pack of tofu, some mineral water, and other various things to keep me going for a while.
なんだこりゃ。
I could hardly believe it. There was actually an occult section at the damn mini-mart, with all kinds of stupid stuff like spirit talisman magnets and anti-demon wards. I grabbed one off the shelf at random and looked at the company logo on the back side. PL Promotions PL Promotions Co. Inc. They're fine. Yeah, they know nothing. Just like any true anime parent. For these last 2 months since we'd gotten back from Heavenly Host, it seemed like there was a real spiritual boom going on all over the world. Whenever there'd be a strange death or something, the public would be all over it, downright excited about the possibility that it might be supernatural in nature. This probably is a real photo that they then hand drew. A lot of animated things are referential like that, like real life locations at least. It was all over TV and magazines too, with independent researchers checking out spiritual hotspots and giving fancy new age advice to people just to boost ratings or sales. And now this, exorcism merchandise next to prepackaged cupcakes and ready-made dinners.
コンビニでお札が買える時代かよ。ちょっと前までならこんなもの見ても気持ち悪いって笑えたんだろうけど、今じゃそんな風に笑えなくなっちまったな。こんなの本物相手に聞くのかよなんて思うようになるとは。
The item I was examining seemed to be one of the spirit talisman magnets, seemingly the last one in stock. An old lady suddenly reached around from behind me and yanked it right out of my hands.
どう?
She glowered at me for a moment before taking her prize over to the register. And I just stood there staring blankly at her as she walked away.
なんだかよ。
ありがとうございました。
No? Okay. It's a withered bouquet of flowers. Oh yeah, I heard there was a serial killer who'd recently done in a middle school girl around here. These were probably left in memory of her or something. It's pretty messed up. Oh. I should have explored a little bit more.
菱沼くん。
篠崎、何してんだこんな時間に。家に帰ったんじゃねえのかよ。
うん、ごめんね。こんな遅くに。アルバイト？
ああ、今日は遅番だったからな。で、まさかずっと待ってたのか？なんか悪かったな。
うん、平気。
It was actually a really chilly night. I could see Shinozaki's breath dissipating around her chin in short, frequent bursts.
平気じゃねえだろ。震えてんじゃねえか。嫌じゃなければ寄ってけよ。シャくらい出してやる。
うん。
Yeah, there's that term. Baito. Arubaito. My room was on the second floor of the apartment building. I hadn't been expecting guests, but I had just tidied up for my own sake a little while back, so it was fairly presentable. What are you talking about? This is immaculate. Look at this. Shinozaki immediately sat down on my bed and began sipping the tea I'd made for her. Wow, I lost my place in there. She was holding it in both hands, probably less for politeness and more just to warm up.
だろ、妹がいつも送ってくんだよ。いい茶葉らしい。
The sound of a large truck driving by seemed to catch her off guard. She was clearly a bit jittery, unsurprising all things considered. I forgot we were Yosuke for a second.
ああ、年末近くになるとこういう意味のない工事増えるな。うるさいわ、眩しいわで寝れやしねえよ。
Oh.
大変。
Time passes by at a snail's pace. Shinozaki continued to sip her tea, never once removing either hand from the warm cup. She definitely had something on her mind. Something had happened. It was written all over her face.
親に断ってきてんのか？
ううん。連絡は大丈夫。
そうか。
Shinozaki was in my room. I dreamed about this before, but never thought it would actually happen.
あつか。なんだな。いや、その。
Nervous Yoshiki is so wholesome.
どうしたんだよ、こんな遅くに。なんかあったのか？
うん。あのね。
はあ？今から天神賞に行くだ？
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was half acting, as admittedly this wasn't entirely unexpected. Shinozaki may be a lot of things, but unpredictable is not among them.
お願い。
で、この石を取りに来たのか。
I took out the ever after stone I'd stolen from Eichel.
いいか、篠崎。確かにこの石はさっき光ってたし、何か力はあるかもしれねえ。だがよ、もう一度あそこに行ったところで何をどうできるんだ。また出られなくなって下手したら今度こそ死んじまう。そうなりゃここでのお前の存在まで消えちまうかもしれねえんだぞ。
I tried to be as strong and commanding as I could possibly muster. I needed her to realize what a bad idea this was.
私の存在なんていい。それよりみんなを救いたいの。
救う？
黒の本、ブックオブシャドウズのありかが分かったの。
さっき言ってたあの本のことか。
見て。
She had that photograph thing from Eichel with her and was pointing to the little girl's left arm. It's Yuki! Just call her Yuki! How can you not tell? If that's not Yuki, I'm gonna be floored.
私たち、実はもうさっき見えていたのよ。この女の子の左手のところ、それがブックオブシャドウズよ。
I didn't have to look very hard to see it, but...
本か、確かに持ってるな。それでこれがブックオブシャドウズだっていう確証はあんのかよ。
ないけど、でも多分間違いないと思う。
多分ってお前。
天神賞へはね、
music is good.
この本を取り戻しに行くの。そしたらみんなの魂を涅槃から解き放てる。鈴本さんたちを今度こそ生き返らせることができるわ。
Yuki's the little ghost girl in the first game that's looking for her eye. The one that takes you back and or takes these two back in to save the others at the beginning of chapter 5. How could I argue with that? There were so many assumptions being made, but she was so sure of herself, so certain that this would work. She wasn't about to listen to reason. Shinozaki shook her head furiously like some sort of violent shudder. It almost seemed like she was trying to shake something loose from her mind.
つか、そもそもこんな石で 本当に展示所に行けるのか？あの女、庭愛子だっけか？どう見てもうさんくさかったぜ。
それは試してみなきゃだけれど、でももしまた天神賞に行けたらみんなの魂がそこにあるんだから、今度こそ反抗の術が成功すると思うの。
篠崎。
She still had deep scars all along her arms, legs, and neck. Anyone could tell at a glance that she'd just recovered from a serious accident. She sounded so self-assured, so self-confident, but it was hard to take any of that seriously. This was the first time in my life I found myself tearing up over someone and not being embarrassed that I was crying. Honestly, it surprised me just how deeply I cared about Shinozaki and how much I just didn't want to lose her. My eyes were getting hot and glazed, and I felt utterly helpless.
こんなこと誰にも話せないけど、あなたは信じてくれる、岸沼くん。
Oh, that's such a rough position to be in. I was at a complete loss for words. I found myself literally scratching my head, trying to come up with a good answer. This was Shinozaki, and she had come to me for moral support, for encouragement, for peace of mind. It was really the first time she'd ever truly relied on me, ever truly counted on me. I knew then what I had to do.
もうよ、あのクソ学校であんな目にあって帰ってきたんだ。今さら何があっても驚きゃしねえよ。お前が言うんならきっとそうなんだろ
う。There it is.
理解はできないけどな。できないままに俺は決めたことがある。
決めたこと？
ああ。何があってもお前を守るってよ。
Smooth, Yoshiki. Swear to God, if these two don't wind up together by the end of this story. Shinozaki and I stared into each other's eyes for a long moment, each of us trying to figure the other out.
大丈夫だ。
Tried to force a smile. Shinozaki had basically curled up into a ball at this point. Her tiny body collapsed in on itself for support. But now, all of a sudden, she unfurled herself and glared at me. Couldn't tell if she was mad or happy or what. Her eyes were either like daggers or saucers, and I couldn't really make out which. Maybe she'd come here expecting me to actively shoot down her ideas or something. Maybe she thought she'd be alone in this. Maybe she'd figured out what I was up to. Or maybe she'd been expecting me to say exactly what I'd said to her, and maybe it annoyed her? Either way, tears began to explode from her eyes so quickly that red bags were forming under them almost instantly. She then turned her back to me, all with one seemingly unconscious spin of her body.
Huh? どうした篠崎?
What the hell was that reaction?
あのね、昼間私の頭ポンポンってしたでしょ。
She seemed like she was trying her hardest not to let herself cry, though it wasn't exactly working.
あ? んなことしたか?
した。あれだけど。
She paused, seemingly waiting for me to answer, but I had no idea what to say, and absolutely didn't want to say the wrong thing, so I just stood there like a dolt.
やっぱり覚えてないなら。
Finally, she turned back to face me, her tears mostly dry. Still a little self-conscious about crying, though, she kept her eyes closed, a telltale frown belying... My God. A telltale frown belying her confidence. There was obviously something between the lines for me to read here, but hell if I knew what it was. You are about as emotionally intelligent as just a sack of bricks, Yoshiki. But you are a good dude, just a bit stupid.
お前の持ってる石の片割れ見せてくれよ。
Well, we're not going to go get Satoshi and Naomi? We're just gonna go do this alone? That always works out well in the past.
はい。
Great, may as well do it again. Shinozaki removed the Ever After stone, which I can't remember exactly what she said. I think she might have called it Shiawase-shiki, but I might be wrong. She removed the Ever After stone from her pocket and placed it squarely in my hand. I positioned it next to my stone and stared intently at the two. This was the turning point. What I did next could decide our fates. I couldn't mess this up. I'm not convinced he's not about to break them. Outside my window, I could still hear the sound of construction vehicles driving by. It was now or never. In as close to one solid motion as I could manage, I opened my window and chucked the two stones out into the road. I timed it perfectly and my aim couldn't have been better. Another truck was just about to pass by and the stones were immediately in its path. The sound I heard next was a satisfying crunch. It was the sound of delicate glass-like rocks breaking into tiny pieces. Shinozaki had rushed over to the window and directly witnessed the fate of the Ever After stones. As soon as the truck drove over them, she collapsed to her knees. Couldn't even finish my sentence before Shinozaki's palm slammed my face with an incredible force. The loud smack of flesh on flesh echoed throughout the room. The side of my face was immediately in pain. I began rubbing it with my hand as I looked into Shinozaki's eyes. Her face was filled with tears and her nose was running. She was breathing so heavily her shoulders were bobbing up and down. Yikes. Well, a little more on the drama and Final Harps, welcome. How are you doing tonight? She was absolutely hysterical with rage. It was my turn to fire back now. I was certain I'd done the right thing. Yikes, Amy. Leaving me with those hurtful words, Shinozaki then pushed past me and ran out of my room, crying like a child the whole way. I stood back up again, rubbing my cheek where I'd been slapped. Yeah, I imagine if you're not seeing what's happening and reading the words they're saying as well, it can probably be a little more like, what's going on here? So they either regenerate or they can't be broken.
当然だろう。ただの石じゃねえんだ。
Oh, hoodie guy.
あなたは
よく手段を手に入れたな。論から手段、次に実践だ。進め。 貪欲に貪るように邁進しろ。
His hair is way more wild than I expected.
お前はもう飛べる。パンピーどもを超越する世の断りに手を突っ込むことのできる人間だ。
I don't know if I'd listen to somebody that's deliberately trying to cut you off from your friends, Ayumi. Not at this point.
教えてよ。味方なの？
篠崎。
篠間くん。
比べてこいつはクズだ。
は？なんだよお前。
It's that guy I passed in front of Shinozaki's place. Master mullet, yeah, it really is. Because he threw her teleportation stones out the window and got him run over by a truck. But they didn't actually break.
壊れなかったのかそれ。篠崎、渡すんだ。
いや。
ダメだ、行くんじゃねえ。何度死にそうになれば気が済むんだよ。いや。渡せ。いや。
野生犬が。歩み、味方かと聞いたな。その通り、守るものだ。俺はお前の姉、日の絵の世話になった一番弟子、矢後浦教会のキリアミストだ。
姉ちゃんの。
いい子だ。
No worries, you enjoy your night as well. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again sometime.
会場のワードは覚えているね。
You just gonna leave Yoshiki sitting there?
さてと、それじゃあ実践と行こうか。
Good night to you as well. You gave him to him?
俺にしっかり捕まってろよ。あとほら、お守りだ。なくすなよ。
Another piece of gum. Nope. Misto's charm, the Argus cube.
行くな。
ごめん。もう心配しないで。
篠崎。
お前は正しくパンピーの道を生きてろ。
やめて。涅槃よ。死人を迎えよ。
篠崎。マジかよ。篠崎。篠崎。くそ。なんでだよ。くそ
Back where it all began.
この匂い、この空気。天神書だわ。あれ？ミストさん、どこ？幸せの石。ない。どうしよう。あれはミストさんが。そんな、あの石がないと。あの石がないと帰れないわ。ミストさん。私またこの学校に一人ぼっち。そんな。そんなことないよ。きっとどこかで合流できるわ。前だってそうだったもの。
はい。
いらっしゃいませ。
Ooh, music. We're back. This is the first time we've moved around this school in a long time. Heavenly Host Elementary notice to all faculty and students, due to the recent kidnappings, caution is highly recommended during all daily activities. In each instance, the victim was taken quickly and unexpectedly, so please remain alert and aware at all times. Principal Yanagi Hori Takamine. The same letter. The horrible things written on the blackboard are glowing so brightly they almost seem to be backlit. Even with Sachiko gone, the malice remains. Large quantities of long black hair stuffed into the cabinet. Doors affixed to the wall like a model. I agree. It was more fun when I could just look at it and it would tell me. It's creepier the way the Japanese writing looked on the board. It wasn't this dark last time. There wasn't a clock like that in here last time either. I guess things really are different now. Nah, I could read most of the boards. It was so creepier though. It was mostly just katakana and hiragana. And the one kanji that kept showing up was dai, shine. Or rather shinu. I hope Misato hasn't gone too far. I don't even know his phone number. Would those work? Would that work in here? Actually, I should leave a message for him. Misato, it's Ayumi. Please call me. This number. Good enough, I think. Now let's see if I can find him anywhere. There we go. We'll go for a little bit longer. We just got here. The clock's pendulum seems to have stopped at an angle. This clock wasn't here last time, was it?
Misto-san.
雨の降る
Yuki!
放課後でした。
Yuki!
やっぱり人だ。
There should be something I can use to cross this hole. I have nothing. Ugh. Oh, no. The fly noises are back. Bucket. Oh, it's the evil batteries. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, those are hazards. Not something I can search. Heavenly Host is falling apart more than ever before. As a result, there are numerous hazards to watch out for, from broken glass to splinters. Stepping on one will lower your HP. Depending on the hazard encountered, only the currently selected player character may get hurt, or the entire party may take damage. HP can be recovered through the use of bandages, or, if I'm not entirely mistaken, it can also be recovered like this. Aha! Look at that. They have different images for each chapter. Yep, that's right. I remembered. Yay. Huh? Oh, that does damage. Oh, shit. Something on the floor here. Bandages. Loose floorboard that's still very much intact and entirely solid. Should be strong enough to support the weight of even a full-grown adult. This might come in handy. A dead body. Before me were the skeletal remains of a human being sprawled out unceremoniously on the ground. Ugh, this is definitely Heavenly Host. This person. I have no idea who he is, but somehow I feel like I've met him before. A name tag rests beside the corpse. This is gonna play every time we find a name tag too. Sugata Nihai, Class 2C, Goto Toshisa. Decapitation by wire while searching for a friend. Should be able to cross now. Huh? Hi. My. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't like this.
私だよ。あゆみ。あなたを迎えに来たの。
しげに
Whoa! Oh god, Maya's after me. Oh shit, I stepped on stuff. Oh god, there's lots of stuff to step on. Okay, wait, this is already way more intense than anything in the first game. You can hide in lockers to avoid harmful entities. However, if you're spotted by the entity while trying to hide, it can very easily pull you out. This is very Outlast as well. When an entity is near your hiding place, a red circle will be displayed to indicate danger. As it moves farther and farther away, the circle will return to green and eventually go away completely if and when the coast is clear. I like that it's the 3 steps and then the pause, just like it was with Yui's chapter in Book of Shadows. Press the confirm button to exit your hiding place, but beware. If there are any entities in sight, you'll be immediately chased by them, so make sure you time your exit well. At least I was able to get away. I have to hurry and find Misto, though. Damn, Mayu, what the hell? There's no use hiding. You're always being watched. Yeah, I agree with that reaction. Oh, shit! She's after me again. Did she see me? Did she probably see me? Let's find out. I think she saw me. Oh, shit. Okay, this is way worse. I hate this. Fuck this. Oh, I can't go this way. That's right. Ah! Oh, shit, it's Mayu. I hate this noise. Okay, I'm gonna keep going while she's back there. No, I'm not. Okay, we're good here. Fuck that. Oh, wait, I actually hate this. It's so good. So there's gonna be several ghosts chasing us later. Go the fuck away, Mayu. Dude, get out of here. Mayu, what the hell? Why won't you go away? Yeah, this was pretty damn good. I like this. This is doing a great job of making itself a horror game. Okay, she's not going away, so I think I'm just going to come out and let her chase me. Ah, shit. The floor. Come on, Amy. Though there's still a massive bloodstain here, Suzumoto Mayu's remains are no longer present. That is... Yeah, that caught me off guard a little bit too, Amanda. Yeah, it's great. Oh, shit. There she is. She just ran through that glass and didn't get stabbed by it. Just want to point that out. Yuki! No, Yuki's evil too. She went back. Remember, she said that. My chin smashed against the floor and the wind was completely knocked out of me. My entire field of vision turned white as if I'd been drenched in some unholy phosphorescence. the fuck is this? Then everything went black. Various indistinct forms blurred together in front of my eyes, and all of a sudden it felt as if not my body, but my mind had been shattered to pieces. Chapter 1, returning. To be continued. Yikes, well that just threw a lot of mechanics at me. Most of which I hate. But that was amazing. Hate in like a love-hate way. Yikes. I very much doubt she did, but something bad happened. Yuki is definitely not the same Yuki we used to know, though. The one that helped us. Like, she said she was already being pulled back into the distortion of the school before we even left the first game, so there's no way that Kanno Yuki isn't a vengeful spirit again. Whew! Well, that was a way to start a game. And we're up to Chapter 2 now. So, yikes. That was Chapter 1. I imagine Chapter 2 now will focus on Yosuke, Satoshi, and Naomi going in to try to find Ayumi. That's my guess. Shit. The ghosts of our dead friends are going to chase us for this whole game. Great. And I have to like hide from them and dodge them, and I have flashlights with battery mechanics, and I have stamina and running, and the ground hurts me and shit can just kill me. Oh, this is way different game now than it was in the first one, and especially the second one too. Yikes, this is pretty good. I'm digging this so far. This is awesome. Sweet. Alright, well this couldn't be a better place to stop, so we're not going to start Chapter 2 because I'd need to stop in the next couple minutes anyway, but here seems as good a place to stop as any. So on that note, let's go ahead and call it a night here. Thank you all for hanging out with me. This has been super fun. Now, as I said yesterday, my stream schedule needs to change because it's just eating all of my free time, and I have no other time to do anything else. So we're going back to alternating streams. We got through 2 chapters tonight. I now know that there are 10 of these chapters, not counting 0. So actually there's 11 chapters. We got through 2 tonight, which means basically if we have, 9 more, and if we could get through an average of like 2 a day, that would put us at 5 more streams, which would be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. That would actually line up perfectly. If we need to, next week I'll add a few more streams before Pokemon comes out so we can beat it before then. However, yeah, come back on Wednesday. No stream tomorrow. But come back on Wednesday around the same time, 7:30 Pacific time. And we will continue with Chapter 2 of Corpse Party Blood Drive and see what is going on then. Now, before we're done, is there anywhere I can send y'all? Is there a raid we could do? We have a handful of people watching. We may as well, or I may as well leave you with something fun to watch for the rest of the night if you so choose. So just looking at the streams I follow. No, everybody that I follow this live right now are like giant streams with tons of viewers. So how about, nope, I am the only person on all of Twitch who is streaming Blood Drive. All right, well, how about just any horror game? You love the GIF reaction to the pencil count. Yeah, that one was really good. That was really good. Are we gonna do a raid? Let's see. What would be a good like scary game to do this with? I mean, I guess we could go here. Hang on, let me check. Let me check this out. This looks to be the PC version.
Latest?
All right. Here's what we'll do for tonight. If anybody wants to come along for it. That would also work, Lexi. But I have found... I'm just going to go with this one. Because I found somebody doing a blind playthrough of the first Corpse Party again. So we're going to go ahead and give them some Corpse Party love and support. Just like we've been doing the last couple weeks. So let's do... That's not how I do that. We'll do raid... And as always, our message will be that. So go ahead and copy paste that, and we'll go ahead and spam it in chat when we head on over. For tonight, thank you all so much for joining me and hanging out. Lexi, Teenbo, Amanda, Elena, I'm forgetting Final Harps. Thank you all for joining and hanging out. I will be back on Wednesday evening. Nah, you're good. May as well test it out here, right? I will be back on Wednesday evening around 7:30, and we will continue with Corpse Party Blood Drive. Until then, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Here goes the raid.